Hello everyone, my name is Rishabh Agrawal and today we will be talking about the ways how you can increase the battery life and get the maximum juice out of your battery life. So since you are watching this video, I can assume that you are already an Apple iPhone user, and for myself I'm also an Apple iPhone user, and for me the battery life is just average because I just have to make few phone calls and I have to do some mails, and all this work is done on the Wi-Fi, so I do not face any issue with the battery. But since the Apple is pushing new upgrades every time, the battery life gets decreased, and with the addition of new features, there comes the decrease in the battery life of the phone. And since this is the Apple iPhone 4s, the new update is already out for this phone, but I have not updated it because of its uh, you can say old hardware and poor reviews that I have read online. So but still there are few ways that we can implement ourselves to get the maximum out of your mobile phone. So first off, I have just enabled this dynamic wallpaper for you to demonstrate. So first of all, uh, since there is limited storage on your phone, so I have this 8 GB version, and in this I have many apps, and some of them are useless for me. So the best option will be to uninstall those applications that are not for use. And if you are work person, and if you have installed too many games on your iPhone, so now is the time to remove all those games and get rid of all those unused memory and free some space on your phone. And so the next thing that we can do is to turn off the push notification for the non-essential apps. And for this, simply go to the settings and then go to the notification center. And you can also sorry, not the notification center, my bad. Go to general and go to this background app refresher. You can do two things here. You can turn off for all the applications, or you can selectively turn off for the applications that you no longer uses. So that is the second thing. And the third thing is to set the email and social media apps to manually refresh. And for this, go to this mail contacts and calendars. I have added two mails for this phone, and so if you have turned it on, just turn it off and go down till the bottom, and you will see a fetch menu type, and from there select the manually, because if you have selected it every 15 minutes, then after every interval of 15 minutes your phone will try to fetch the data from the server, and that is gonna take some battery out of your phone. And so the next thing is to turn off the auto updates of the applications. And since you are Apple iPhone user, then it is very annoying to see new upgrades every day, and your phone is automatically updating to those applications. So what you can do is simply go to this option in the settings which says iTunes and App Store. Yeah, let me focus it. Yes, go to this option, and on the bottom side you will see this option for music, apps and updates. Music is to sync your music on all your devices which are using your ID. And so I have turned it off, turn the applications off, because your new application will be automatically downloaded in all of your iDevices. And the third option is updates. So by default it will be set to 1, so simply turn it to 0, which means off, so that new upgrades are not automatically installed. And then what you can do is to disable the network connections like cellular. If you are using 3G and you have 4G enabled, so you can simply turn off the LTE or 4G, so whatever you are using. Here I have this 3G option and 2G option, and I am using 2G right now. So I have just turned off the 3G and turned the cellular data off. Whenever the data is not in use, or whenever you are not using your phone, simply turn it off to maintain your battery life. The next thing can be to go to the Wi-Fi option. Let me turn it on. So there is an option at the bottom which says ask to join network. So if you have turned it on, then whenever you go anywhere and it searches for the Wi-Fi, it will ask you to join that network and enter that enter the password and access that Wi-Fi. So that means you are regularly scanning for the Wi-Fi wherever you are going, and there is a regular interval for the refreshing of the Wi-Fi network. So you can simply turn it off, and yeah, that is the setting, and that is the information about my Wi-Fi. The next thing that you can do is turn off your Bluetooth. So by the notification center, this is the Bluetooth icon next to the Wi-Fi. And if you are using Bluetooth headset, then it is not a problem. But if you are not using your Bluetooth headset, then you can simply turn it off, so that your battery is not wasted in just keeping it on. And if also there is one thing, that if you are using your cellular and you are using personal hotspot from your phone, then there is an option to then you have an option to turn it off when not in use, because it takes a lot of battery to get the data from the cellular network and redirect that data to the Wi-Fi hotspot through your Wi-Fi. So it is a best way to turn it off when you are not requiring to use it. I have not enabled the cellular data, so this setting is not enabled. But since you may be using that cellular, so this option will be enabled for you. So after that, you can turn off the AirDrop. Since this is iPhone 4S, so the AirDrop is not enabled on this phone. AirPlay is not enabled on the 4S. So but that is related to the Bluetooth. So if you turn off the Bluetooth, the AirPlay will be automatically disabled. So the next thing is to use Wi-Fi rather than your cellular, because Wi-Fi radio takes a significant less amount of battery than your cellular radio. And try to use Wi-Fi wherever you can, so that your battery can be saved. And when in extreme need you need battery, then these things can help. Also, there is one thing, that you can turn off your location services when not required. For this, simply go to location, and I'm sorry, this option is available in the privacy. Simply go to settings, go to privacy, location services. You can selectively turn off the location services for the selective applications. Suppose I turn it off for this trailer application from Apple, or I can simply turn it off for all the application, and this can help save my battery to some extent. And there are many more things that you can do. That is, rather than maintaining your screen brightness to full like this, you can simply go to settings and go to this brightness and wallpaper, and then turn the auto brightness on if it is turned off on your phone. So that can automatically maintain your battery and screen brightness as per your environment. And try to reduce screen brightness if it is too bright, even in the good environment. So it can help to some extent. Also, there is one thing, that I have enabled this dynamic wallpaper for you, just to illustrate the video. So but it is very battery consuming, and it also takes a lot of RAM to actually keep this wallpaper in motion. So simply go to settings, try to use static wallpapers instead. So I'm gonna choose new wallpaper. I'm gonna select this wallpaper. Also, there is this setting, that perspective zoom. It is in collaboration with your accelerometer. So let me just show you. Right now it is off, and there is no parallax effect. It is a parallax effect on the Apple. So let me just turn it on again. Yeah, I have turned it on, and this is a setting to maintain your motion, the dynamic motion, with disabling the parallax effect. So this update was released in the 7.1.1, and it is a pretty good feature to also maintain your RAM and the battery. There's also few things about the phone management, like keep your phone away from the environment which have higher temperatures, and to turn off the vibrations when not in use. That is, here is a slider for the silent mode and ringer mode. And also there is one thing, that you have to maintain your battery life between the 40 to 80%, because that is the standard threshold battery that you should maintain. Because if you keep it mostly below 30 or below 40%, then it takes a lot of time to charge all that battery cells through till the 100%. So
it is good practice to keep all these things handy and maintain your phone, because it is your phone, and if there is any problem, then Apple is not gonna replace it for you under the warranty. At least it happened with me. I have to pay for the new battery even if it was under the warranty period. So guys, that is it for the video. Hope you like these tips, and if you already know them, that is it is not a problem. And so also one more thing I want to say, that please ignore my bad English, because I'm not from America or anywhere else. I'm from India, so English is not so dominant here. So guys, that is it for the video. I'm not gonna take much of your time. So thanks for video, thanks for watching, and do subscribe. Bye bye. And if you have any query, do write it in the comment section below. Thanks. Bye bye. See ya.